So I told you last week that Bleach Rebirth of Souls was about to be announced, and it was announced at the Bandai Namco Live Showcase. After that, we had not only the trailer, but also the websites went up. We know a little bit more about the game, and also there's a ton of things that we need to talk about regarding fighting games, namely a new 2XKO character got announced, and there's a lot to talk about regarding Hunter x Hunter Net Impact, because not only did a character get announced, 2 characters actually got announced, but some leaked as well. So welcome to today's Around the Bush. Yo, welcome back, everybody. It is Friday, July 12th, and we're here again this week for another round of anime game news, starting with Bleach, obviously. Rebirth of Souls is the next Bleach game. It does look incredible. I mean, visually, this trailer did a lot for me. I love the look of the character models. Backgrounds look a little bit mid. I think this might be a strong game or not, because we kind of don't know much regarding gameplay. It's a very stylized, heavy gameplay, heavily edited trailer, not very heavy on gameplay. So from what I know, we'll know more about this soon, so we don't have to wait long. We don't need to speculate too much. Here's what we know about this so far. Before we actually continue, I'm sorry to put a pause on the Bleach thing, but if you watched Around the Bush last week, I do have one apology to make, which is the Hunter x Hunter release date. I talked to you guys about having a leak, an inside source that said the Hunter x Hunter release date was November 14. That was all accurate because they had a banner saying November 14, but they took it down. And I was able to get the source, or the source did talk to the developers about it, why they took it down, and basically they took it down because the date was wrong. So we're back to square one. We don't know when Hunter x Hunter is coming out. We know it's not November 14, at the very least. Could be a day before, a day after, or it could be 2025. So I do apologize for that, for advancing that news, because it looked final. I mean, the banner, it was in the banner at Anime Expo. But they took it down because the date was wrong. It could just be a printing error, or it could be like, we're actually not going to hit the date. And yeah. It's going to be December. Now they confirmed it. It was going to be 2024, though. What do you mean? What do you mean it's going to be December? Well, when did they confirm it? Please link. All right, so back to Bleach, and we'll talk about more Hunter x Hunter in a while. So yeah, this is what the trailer looks like. And right now, we don't really have a confirmation on what the genre is. It looks to be an arena fighter. We know at the very least that this is a third-person action game by the small cuts that we saw, the small snippets of gameplay. And the website talks about the more damage you take, you can actually just turn things around with a single hit. Like, seems very heavy on comeback mechanics. And this being Bleach, you got, like, power-ups, right? You got Shikai, you got Bunkai, you got all these sorts of different awakenings. Obviously, Shinigami have those, but Arrancar might have other types of awakenings. And maybe that's what it's all about. If you are bleeding, if you are behind, you activate an ultimate and just like finish things with one hit. Maybe it's the kind of comeback game that we'll see. But again, no need to speculate too much. I believe we're going to know more about this soon. With that said, we got some more details beyond the trailer. So some characters showed up on the trailer, but actually only 2 of them have been officially confirmed on the Japanese website. Where if you go to character, 2 of them are confirmed. Those are Ichigo and Rukia. Now, a lot more characters show up. A lot of them could just be like story characters, and that's why they're not exactly confirmed playable. But let's be real, Chad is going to be playable, Ishida is going to be playable, Byakuya is going to be playable. There are a lot of characters that are just instantly confirmed whenever you announce you're going to make a Bleach game. And we will be doing a roster prediction next Monday live on Twitch if you guys want
it's in good hands, loudly crying.
It's in good hands, the Bleach game. We'll talk about the hands that it's on in a second. Thanks for the sub, Malad. But There are a lot of characters that I just confirmed, and we're going to make a roster prediction together in chat in next Monday. I don't have a time for the live stream, so just follow, enable notifications, and we'll be there. So, what hands is this game in? It's in the hands of Tamsoft Corporation. As you can see, already confirmed local multiplayer, 1 or 2 players, online 1 or 2 players, so it's a 1v1 game for sure. Tamsoft. Who is Tamsoft? You may know Tamsoft from a bunch of different games. You could know them from the Toshidan series. You could know them, if you're more in the anime game space like I am, from Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions. Yes, they are the developer of Captain Tsubasa. They make some fantastic looking cutscenes, so looking at the trailer, they definitely leveled up on the visual side of things for sure. But if you want to see more of an action game, something a bit more similar to what Bleach might become, you gotta look at Senran Kagura. Hikari Exol's video here on what a Senran Kagura advanced combo looks like. It's got a burst renewal Miyabi combos. So that's the kind of action these guys are used to make. Over the top, big action, cutting to ultimates. Now, I will say, because of Sparking Zero, I think maybe expectations are a bit crazy. I don't think this is going to be like a Sparking Zero budget level kind of thing, but it still looks cool, and I can't wait to learn more about it. Again, websites are up. Both the American website has 2 new soundtracks that you can listen to. I think the soundtrack in the trailer is fantastic. I think these 2 are kind of mid. That's my take. But I like the style of them, so I'm sure there's some bangers hidden in there. On top of it, yeah, you got the Japanese character. Also, they talked about the game a little bit on stage after showing the trailer. And apparently the story is going to cover all the way until the Arankar arc, which is a lot. Is a lot. This is the start of Bleach, into Soul Society, into Hueco Mundo, into Ichigo going through that emo phase where he dyes his hair black. Right? And that's probably the end of it. It's going to cover until there. It's a lot. It's no 1,000-Year Blood War arc. That could be saved for DLC or a sequel if this as well. But it is like a crazy amount of characters that they could add just with those arcs. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. How big is this roster? That's a big question in my mind, to be honest. And what is the game? Right? What is the game? Is it actually an arena fighter? Where are the systems behind it? Those are the biggest questions I have right now. The roster could absolutely go wild. But again, I'm not expecting a Sparking Zero situation. I'm not expecting... The biggest roster we saw in a Bleach game was probably Heat the Soul 7, right? I think 63 characters total? I don't think we're getting that. I just don't. But we might get like a 35 character roster, something like that. That could be enough. Arankar arc means all the way till Dangai Ichigo. I'm gonna search what Dangai Ichigo is. Oh, is it like when he puts the thing on his arm? Who is Dangai Ichigo? Dangai Ichigo is a culmination of Ichigo's powers, Shinigami Hollow and Quincy. Oh, black hair? Emo phase? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of Arankar. Yeah, final Mugetsu. Yeah, okay. Not this guy. This guy. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how many Ichigos are going to be in this game. I am expecting, by the way, awakenings, transformations, right? Not exactly like transform the character, though sometimes do transform the character. I'm expecting... Oh, I start with Big Sword and then I go Bankai. If they don't allow for that, they make those 2 separate characters, you've missed the point of making a Bleach game. So I hope they do. With that said, looking at Senran Kagura EV, so that's Estival Versus, right? I believe it started with 23 characters. This has a bigger budget than Senran Kagura. Almost for sure. Almost assuredly. Yeah. So, looking forward to seeing more. And from what I know, we won't have to wait long. Wink, wink. Anyway, Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream. AG and Yuna trailer came out on the same day as as the Bleach thing. So that was a big Bandai Namco showcase, right? They had a few games. They had Gundam Breaker 4, which we're not going to talk about because I don't cover Gundam too much. It's not in my wheelhouse. So if you're interested about Gundam, I'm very sorry, but we're not going to cover those news. Two characters showed up. From what I hear, I don't know where they're from. I already forgot what Trader knows. And he said, I think movie characters, right? Yeah, she's the singer. Yeah. So yeah, two new characters coming to Fractured Daydream, which is coming out a week before Sparking Zero. Speaking of Sparking Zero, I forgot to pull this video, so allow me to do this real quick. But they showcased some new UI Goku gameplay, fighting against Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, and they had the voice of Mr. Satan on stage. I did do a big reaction to the whole thing. This live stream was a little bit scuffed. There is one interaction here that they're not shying away from showing, which is... Can I just... Hang on. This is a bit too confusing, right? So let me turn on my camera, and let me put it exactly where that is. Nope. Okay, let me put it exactly where that... Okay, so now you see me talking. There's one new interaction that they have now been showing... they showed on a couple of other Twitter clips, which is a counterattack that I was like, oh, that's a Goku Black move. It's not. It's a universal mechanic. And we'll go do it frame by frame. But there's a big counter here that I might actually explain. Oh, shit. I moved places? Stop moving, love. The hell? So, you may know about reverse counter. You spend 2 bars to, like, break a combo. So, 2 skills. And you just kind of power through, punch your opponent, break a combo like that. And I think that's about to happen here. Boom. Okay. So this interaction. Let's talk about it. He's getting hit. And Goku here is going to use that mechanic. So he's going to spend 2 bars. He's got 6 of them. All right. 6 skill bars. You're capped out. Maximum skill. Spend 2 bars. Break the combo. But the thing is, Goku Black went from a combo into a parry. Now, you can go from combos into parries on Tenkaichi 3 right now. I mean, you press the attack button, and I think it's the dodge button. You just press the dodge button after the light attacks. You go into, like, a stance. Might be the block button, though. And I'm playing Tenkaichi 1 now, so I don't have that. And he actually counters the revenge counter. And that triggers this animation. Now, I don't know... They're calling this super perception. Super perception, I don't know if that triggers a whole cutscene every time you counter something, or if it's just on revenge counter. But it's one hell of a call out. Like, to be like, you're going to break the combo right now. Boom. One hell of a call out. That's going to be hype in online matches to see those types of call outs. That's going to be sick. But that's a new interaction right there, baby. Moving on. That's the Bandai Showcase. I think it was a very good showing. The stream was a little bit scuffed. I think Bandai needs to do those more often to kind of iron things out and get more used to that kind of show so they don't have as many technical problems. But the showing was good. Too much talking in between, but that's kind of Anime Expo. Anyway, moving on. There's some big news here. This might be a little bit boring for some of you, but this is business news. You guys know Pal World? The Pokemon kind of clone, but they have guns. So apparently that thing is big enough that now Sony and Music Entertainment and Aniplex are partnering up with the Pal World dudes to expand the Breakout game. So like they're going to be responsible for things that are not the video game. Which means like Pal World is potentially trying to expand into an anime? Or it might just be like toys. It might just be like action figures, merch, and that kind of stuff. So it might be something boring like that, but like seeing Aniplex and Sony Music Japan, alright. That also makes them a little bit more protected from Nintendo. And like future designs for Power World might not be so close to some Nintendo Pokemon. Yeah. Power World anime would be so crazy. Yeah, so that's a possibility. They are kind of vague in this announcement. But yeah, these guys are now responsible for everything Pal World that is not the game. And you know the power these companies have, so anything could happen. Anything could happen with ZZZ too, and apparently it did. 50 million downloads in 2 days. I don't know where we are at right now, but we are probably much, much further ahead. I don't think they have announced more numbers, but like that's crazy enough. I don't need more numbers. That's... 50 50 million in 2 days, bro. It's been a week now. So I can only imagine that it has surpassed 100. But I don't think they announced anything. So cool. Yeah, ZZZ is popular. Who would have thought? Genshin Impact released a trailer that is a little bit like, I don't like this animation. I don't fuck with it. But showed a lot of the Archon, the Fire Archon, and she looks cool. I like her a lot. She makes me want to play Genshin, and I'm not gonna, but she's cool. That's a good design. Oh, anyway, let's talk about fighting games. What? What? You have a what? Yeah, no, I'm not being parasocial. It's fine. I just think she looks cool. Chill. I don't know much about Uni 2, but they revealed a new character called Uzuki, and there's going to be a trial at EVO next week. So you're going to be able to play her. I don't know if she's got a release date, but here she is, a Uni character. Anyone that beats Hilda, I'm happy. Don't beat Gordo, though. But Gordo is cool, bro. Stop doing that. Yeah, Enkidu is also cool. Stop being Enkidu. Don't do that. Yeah, sure. Get Ori. That's cool. That's cool. Something about fighting games where it's cool to watch a DLC trailer for a character of a game you don't play. It's still cool. Yeah, playable at EVO. So if you're interested, hey, you can do it. Let's talk Tekken. Yaya, #1 Tekken fan in chat, popped off about Lydia. Like yelling Hilda gang in chat before I showed Lydia. And I was going to yell Lydia gang. Lydia gang, woo! I hate you. Wow, wow. Like a book, like a book. She blocks. So this is the second trailer. The DLC characters get 2 trailers. So I think I watched their gameplay already in a trailer. I feel like we already talked about this character, having counters and stuff like that. Yeah. Having deja vu. But this trailer confirms the release date. July 22 for early access, I believe. July 25th for everyone. She has a lot of deceptive lows and plus. Some people are saying potentially better than Reina. Potentially better Reina. But we'll see. Of course. Jesus Christ. That's the biggest launcher I've ever seen, bro. Reveal trailer at Combo Breaker, but Tekken Talk Live was last night. Gotcha. Is this literally the same trailer? Yeah, there's gameplay out there. There's extended looks if you want them. We are going to move on to Hunter x Hunter. Now, Hunter x Hunter had a few things. First, there was actually a live stream yesterday where they play the game. Damascus, right there. You can see the bald head. I would unmute the stream, but the thing about unmuting the stream is the following. Yeah, it's all in French. Anyway, this was streamed on a laptop that has a very weird resolution. You can see the black bars here on the side, and the health bars are like super lowered. There's all this empty space up here. I believe that has to do with the resolution. There is one thing I kind of dislike about the HUD that they showed here, I think for the first time, which is when you go into rematch, and instead of like backing out to the menu, right, you get a score at the top that looks like this. Anytime. Like that. See that one? That is not a round indicator because this game doesn't have rounds. It's like you kill the 3 characters and you're done. This looks ugly as shit. Looks like a round indicator, and on top of it is just bad. Like, you can make something better in like 30 minutes, bro. You don't let this make it to the final game. Also, don't put it there. It looks like a round indicator. Put it somewhere else. But I got a lot of gameplay. This build actually has Machi, actually has Uvogin, so you got gameplay for new characters. And that's not all that happened this week, because we got a couple of reveals and a couple of leaks. So, first of all, new character reveal, Chrollo. Everyone went crazy for this one. And during the Chrollo reveal, oh, what's the Phaeton model doing there? People also suspected, oh, if the model is there, maybe the character is also playable. You don't have to wonder anymore, because he also got announced. He got announced during this live stream. Damascus had the pleasure of doing that. He's got a sword. He's got big sword normals. He also turns into a ball. I don't know what else he does. They explained a little bit of it, but it was all in French. And then we have the leaks. All right, so first of all, let's talk about leak number 1, which I don't know when this happened. I think it was Anime Expo. So yes, it was a while ago. There's a question here to the panel. I'm going to let it play out.
Cool. I don't know. Who's your team going to be?
Who's your team going to be?
ハンターハンター年インパクトのプレイするときにどういうチームを作ってますか？誰選んでますか？
Morao.
Morao? What do you mean Morao? What do you mean Morao? Morao has not been announced yet, bro. There are a couple of characters that have been announced. I think like Chrollo goes there. I think Phaeton goes there. Bomber was leaked by Justin Wong. Morao? Morao is not there. He's talking about Morel. If in case you're wondering, Morel, the big guy with the big pipe and does a lot of smoke stuff. So yeah, Morel kind of leaked. That means 1, 2, 3 characters confirmed plus Morel. That leaves 3 character slots. Or does it? Because yesterday we had another leak during the live stream, bro. If you go around here at 20 minutes, they go through the character select screen, and for some reason this happens. During the character select screen. Let me try to find it. I doubted this when I saw the screenshot, so I want to show you in the actual live stream. I was like, that's not real. That can't be real. Now I'll show you. So they're streaming, they're selecting characters, and whoop. Who's that? Who is that? Why is he there? Why is Meruem there? There is no Meruem in the character select screen. Why the hell is he there? It's the player 2, and the player 2 cursor is on him, so it's gonna like swap from. What? Oh, it's the super preview of this guy has Meruem as the opponent. That's a crazy way to leak someone. So yeah, Meruem, also in the game, and that means there are 2 slots left for 2 characters. I don't know who those characters are. There are obviously some favorites that have a high chance of making it, others that don't have such a high chance. I think Phaeton and Machi didn't have that high of a chance of making it, to be honest. Machi really doesn't fight during that whole show. Neither does Leorio, to be fair. They based the entire moveset on when he punched the desk. But Machi, yeah, just traps a guy in string, and that's it. So it could be anyone. It could be anyone. Better see Colt. Okay, yeah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think you're seeing Colt. But that is the Hunter x Hunter news. All the announcements and the leaks too. Yeah, have a look at the thing there, the screenshot there, and we move on to 2XKO. We also announced the character. I'm not a big League guy, right? So this caught me off guard because this is a character I didn't even know about. I don't know what this guy is, man. I've never heard of him in my life. So Braum. Big body archetype, big shield. I could do without the Russian accents, to be fair. Just like a little bit dated. But the character looks cool. And he has like an ice gimmick on his shield that enhances some of his moves, including this. He gets this shield slide. That is projectile invulnerable. Big lariat. These animations are nuts. Big shield seems super annoying, bro. And then you punch the shield and freeze them. Easy confirms. That's gotta be plus with a buff. I think that's what they're hinting at there. And big ultimates. Beautiful animation. It's gonna be so cool seeing this ultimate on different characters, because every character is gonna have this face. No matter who they announce, you know they're gonna have this face. Arree! Just throw the Poro. They didn't just reveal a character, they also did a little character breakdown. And you guys know I love these. So let's watch them together and to close out the show. This is Brahm's theme. This is the first time we hear a character theme in the background. Up until this point... Is the volume too low? No. Up until this point, we only had stage themes. Now, the way music works in 2XKO is going to be very interesting. You load in with a character theme, a stage theme. And until there's one KO, that's the theme you're going to hear. The theme changes to the character theme once that character comes in. So let's say you're playing Braum and Illaoi, and you take down Braum, Illaoi comes in with her theme until she KOs someone, and then the other character comes in with their theme. I'm not a big fan of the Braum theme, I'm being honest.
Game designer on 2XKL.
I love the stage themes they released so far. This one, not for me.
Very first time at Evo Vegas 2024. Meet Braum, the heart of the Freljord.
Unless you make trouble.
Braum is a legendary hero with a heart even stronger than his muscles. His massive shield is once the unbreakable door to an ancient treasure vault. Braum uses it to protect those...
Yeah, a little like MVC3, yeah.
In 2XKO, Braum is the guy you want by your side in 2.
Why do we have so much stream delay?
Shake off incoming pressure and defend his teammate, creating opportunities to strike back with overwhelming force and letting them shine. Braum's armor and assists let him disrupt enemy plans with ease. He also adds a freeze mechanic to our game.
Boom, freeze!
Using the magic within his shield to stop opponents cold. This comes with new strategies to play around, whether you're on his team or against him.
Bro, that's so toxic. This game's gonna be so fucking cursed, bro. You kidding me? You do a block string, right? Call an assist, punch the slow-ass projectile. You have all the time in the world to do this, and then tag to this guy who's basically has a free mix. He basically has a free mix because he's got that big ball coming from the back.
Or against him.
Cross up, big hit.
Defense is at the
Optimal
core,
combo.
but don't assume that he's not a damage threat, or this could be you. Braum's kit is built around Unbreakable, a buff that coats his shield in ice. He gains
How do you get it?
by landing specific abilities.
Oh, yeah. You get Unbreakable by landing specific abilities. Okay.
While he has the buff. This
Bro.
means he can absorb a hit while using certain moves.
One hit of armor.
Enemies can get rid of Unbreakable with a knockdown, a throw,
Knockdown.
or an armor-breaking attack, like a charged heavy or an ultimate.
Yeah, that's his weakness. Throws and charged heavies. Those break everything, including his shield.
Specials, making them deal more damage. But it also grants Frosty new effects to some of his abilities.
Like that.
For example, Winter's Bite consumes the buff to shoot a projectile, freezing an opponent on hit. Braum's assists let him defend his teammate for one hit
This.
or charge in with a
This.
They get even better with Unbreakable, so it's usually a good idea to start him off as your point character, activate the buff, then tag your partner in. And you can use your empowered assist to block tons of damage or to send opponents into the wall. Just rinse and repeat until they're
Wall. Finish him.
Stand behind me is Braum's defining ability. Hold back S2
This.
to gain unlimited hits of armor and absorb.
Unlimited hits of armor. Again,
Opponent will need to throw Braum,
charge heavy or throw.
Braum's
or an
teammate can
ult.
attack from behind the shield, making it a really safe way to tag in and deal damage. If you're
But
in
yeah,
just make
the characters can actually be behind the shield and doing stuff. It's crazy.
sure your communication is on point. Stand behind me is a powerful tool, but it can only be used to deal damage when you have a friend backing you up. Once Braum is down a teammate, he has to take riskier swings to stay in the fight. To avoid this, he wants to protect his ally as much as possible.
Jesus
They take
Christ.
his back in return. After all, it's always best to fight together. Generally, Braum wants to do one of two things: get Unbreakable or call a teammate to continue a combo. His kit is designed around making that happen. His freezing abilities create big windows to safely
Oh,
land a heavy
oh,
blow
oh,
or
oh,
bagging your partner.
oh.
Battering Ram and Stand Behind Me allow Braum to absorb projectiles, and Unbreakable can give him the upper hand.
One thing it's going to take me a while to get used to in this game is that meter is not shared.
Because you trade speed for strength, he doesn't
I'm going to be
really
like
have
chilling
many
with 3
ways to
bars, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I got to tag out. And it's still going to be 3 bars in my brain.
The Poros, magical creatures from the Freljord. Thanks to Braum's heroic deeds, he has many fluffy friends who are ready to fight by his side. His command grab calls a tiny but mighty warrior.
Why does he have a
Leaves
command
his
grab?
target vulnerable for a moment, get in an opponent's face.
Why does he have a command
Around
grab?
the back foot and score an easy Unbreakable activation after it hits.
I don't think he needed
Enemies
it.
are trying to run away, just toss a Poro at him.
That's no
It's a lot of
damage. That's
damage,
just...
but it's pretty annoying and not
It's
a champion
such a
side of the
troll.
player to
But yeah,
focus
like
on.
throw that in and tag someone. It's
Lastly,
going to be annoying.
Braum's ultimate is Snacks Time, which summons all the Poros you could dream of in a stampede of fluff. They're stronger than they look, adding massive damage to the end of a combo, or being used as a reversal. Braum's heavy attacks make him relatively easy to pick up and play. Press any
Okay.
heavy attack twice to activate.
Oh yeah, he has heavy
If you're a new
follow-ups.
player, just remember to do this.
Bonk,
to deal some
bonk.
reliable damage. It's easy. See?
Anti-air,
It's especially
follow-up.
useful in a duo with a more advanced player. Once Braum lands those first 2 hits, tag in his partner to keep up the pressure. Then, once you're a Braum master, you can connect these attacks to extended combos.
That OTG? Oh my
Braum's
god.
best allies take full advantage of Stand Behind Me. For example, Echo and Yasuo have assists that cover a lot of ground quickly. Let Braum hold the line and clear a path for them to strike safely. Stand Behind Me is also a great tool for champions that want time to set stuff up, like Alawi.
Yeah.
It's easier to summon a sea of tentacles when Braum's on the job. Braum is happy to jump in and save the day, no matter the mix-up. We're excited to see you take up a shield. He'll be ready to play at EVO Vegas in 2024.
Yeah, also playable at Evo.
KO booth to try the demo and chat with the dev team. Queue up solo or bring a duo to defend, and let us know what you think. We're always happy to talk. Braum will also be available for the 2xKO Alpha Lab, our first at-home playtest in specific regions. Register for a chance to be selected at play2xko.com. You can read about the available regions, platforms, and dates for Alpha Lab on the website.
Yes,
Follow us
sir.
on the 2xKO socials for more info. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right. Evo is next week, and Braum will be playable there. Another non-EU place to play 2xKO. I mean, Riot. I could see Riot making it to Gamescom, and you're going, so hey. Could be there. We'll see. Okay. With that said, that is going to do it for today's Around the Bush. Thank you so much for watching, folks. We're here every week, every Friday for more anime game news, so make sure to follow the Twitch. And after the show, we do a little Q&A. So thank you so much for watching, and catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.